Now, when I drew my gingerbread man in the foreground, he's nice and large, he's nice and low on the page, and because he's cut out, I can flip him out of the way. I am now on to the second section, which is the middle ground of my paper. My middle ground needs to stay higher on my paper than the foreground did, so it needs to be up in this area of the page, okay? So right in the middle of my paper. Now you can choose what you add into the middle ground of your paper. I think I'm going to add a Christmas tree, okay? Because it's a nice simple one to draw again, and just because it's about Christmas and I really like Christmas trees. So I'm going to start off with some triangles. Now, again, if I were drawing this at home for just me, I might use my pencil first so that I can erase and fix any mistakes that I might make. Because I'm drawing on screen for you, I don't have that choice. And so I'm going to have to go ahead and draw on my marker so you can see. Okay, now there's two funny things I'm going to do after I get my Christmas tree in there. One, I'm going to draw the rest of the snowy hill. See my snowy hill here from the foreground? I'm going to take that snowy hill across my paper so you can see where that snowy hill is the foreground the whole way across the paper. Then I'm going to show you a second hill. This is the hill that my Christmas tree is on. Okay, so I'm going to say that this Christmas tree has snow going up behind it like that. There might even be some snow in front of this Christmas tree all piled up. Now, if you didn't want a Christmas tree here, you could draw a snowman or maybe a gingerbread girl or a stack of presents or anything else that makes sense to you to have in a holiday scene. Now that I have it drawn, I need to do just like I did with my gingerbread man, and I need to cut away the rest of my foreground. Or the rest of my middle ground, sorry. So I'm going to start just like I did before by opening up my middle ground so I can see where it's connected to the back of my bag. And then I'm going to cut down the seam until I hit my snowy hill. As soon as I hit that snowy hill, I'm going to stop. When I stop there, I can then come back and start to carefully cut out my Christmas tree. Now, when I cut away a Christmas tree, I like to cut in and then cut back out. And I actually cut all the way off the edge of the paper, which does mean I have more scraps to clean up later, but I think it's easier to fit my scissors in from different angles rather than trying to cut the whole thing out as one giant piece. So I'm going to come through on both sides of my Christmas tree, cutting away any of the middle ground that I don't need to be there. And when I'm all done with that, then I'll be ready to go ahead and draw the background. Okay, so let's see. I almost have my middle ground taken away, and I can show you what this looks like. When it's all opened up, you can see my gingerbread man on this side and my Christmas tree over here. When I close it, there's my middle ground with my Christmas tree and my snowy hills, and we still see our gingerbread man over here. And when I close it all the way, now I have my gingerbread man in front, my Christmas tree in the back, and I'm looking all the way to the way back and ready to start drawing the background.